What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Where have I been? You're probably wondering where I've been. I left you guys hanging back in Vlogmas, and I'm really sorry for that. And I kind of wanted to get into it as to why all that happened. 2021 was a really hard year for us, and I think it was all like done in silence. Pretty much we were struggling in silence. Like, thankfully I'm here alone, but like not even our kids knew we were struggling because so how do I even start this, you guys? I don't even know. I'm so nervous, but I feel like I can talk today because today, like as of today is March 28th, but I've just felt like such a relief today and feel like so much more like myself today that I wanted to go ahead and come on here and talk. And that little crate has 2 little dogs in it that you guys have not met yet. But yeah, so here is the deal. Am I gonna open this video like with my announcement video or what? Probably. I won't post this until it's posted on my social media or whatever, but it's kind of weird to say. I have told nobody at this point, at this very second. Absolutely nobody knows except James, but I can finally say that I am pregnant with baby number 5. What? I'm actually already 15 weeks pregnant too, which is crazy. So today was my first appointment because I'm gonna get into the whole story. So this is kind of like a very chatty video, but I just want to be open with you guys because a lot of you have reached out to me on Instagram and like, oh my God, we miss your vlogs and all that. And so I just kind of wanted to explain what was going on. So January of last year, James and I was turning 35 that year. And my cutoff day for me personally, just my own self, was that I was not going to have children after 35. I did start really young. Reagan is 15 already, so I've been at it for a while. Let me check the time because I don't know if it's time for me to get the girls. Thankfully, I still have 15 minutes. So anyways, I started really young, but James and I have always had hopes and dreams for a big family. We do already have a big family. But when people would ask us like, are you gonna have any more kids? We never really said yes or no. We were like, I don't know. And honestly, if everything would have fallen into place after Camila, like when she was like 3 or 4, we probably would have had another one then. But at that time, James was leaving his corporate job. We were starting a business, and it just, the ducks weren't in a row. We were not financially stable. We were not established, all those things. So it just never worked out. It wasn't good timing. We weren't in this house. We've only been in this house 2 years. So there was just a lot that we needed to get done in order to decide if we were going to expand our family or not. But deep down, we both knew we were not done. We never had that feeling of being done. So we just didn't know like if it was going to work out or not. So with all that being said, January of last year, oh, another thing is we were kind of waiting for my sister to have her baby, which her baby's going to be 1 in May. And so with that happening the year before last year in January, we were like, okay, let's start trying to have a baby. And I was like, hopefully we'll have it in like, it took me 8 months to get pregnant with Camila. So I was like, you know, hopefully it'll work out, whatever. Let's see, summertime. I don't know if you guys remember my vlogs. I was like, you guys, I just haven't really been feeling like myself, you know. I can remember opening a vlog with like talking about how I was just feeling off and hormonal, and it was all like, you know, things were not going well for me. I was gaining weight really fast, and there was a lot, like, long story short, trying to get pregnant or even going through that process the whole last year was really hard on me, emotionally, mentally, physically. It's taken a toll on my body. I've pretty much said like, okay, I'm giving my body up for 2 years to have this baby, because last year I put on probably 25 pounds within the year, and my weight gain is always hormonal. So I removed my birth control, and that caused me to gain weight. My cycles stayed pretty regular, but I was still not getting pregnant. Then I would say after about 6, 7, 8 months, my cycle started getting irregular. And so I was just sort of like, ugh. After 8 months or so, I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. In October, I got a positive pregnancy test. We were super excited, like so excited, because in the history of me ever, I have never, before that point, I had never experienced a miscarriage. So it was not even on my radar. A week or two after I got that positive pregnancy test, I did have a very early miscarriage. Almost like, was this my period late or is it a miscarriage? But I had gotten the positive test, so it was early enough to not be like so dramatic, but still it was like sort of like, oh my God, I thought I was pregnant and now I'm not. So that was really took an emotional toll on me, and that was in October. Then in November, went to Disney, all that. I was still vlogging at the time, or the end of November. And then when I got back from Disney, sort of beginning of December, I got another positive pregnancy test. So I was like, okay, perfect. But James and I were both like, let's not get our hopes up, because that was really weird that, you know, I miscarried then. Time had passed, like a little bit more time had passed, so I had gotten a little bit more hopeful. But then on December 12th, I had another miscarriage. That time it was actually painful physically, so we did go to the hospital and all that, and they just said it was like a threat of a miscarriage or whatever. They couldn't really confirm it at the time, so I kind of rested and all that. We went through the holidays. It was sort of like, that's kind of why I stopped. Obviously, that's exactly why I stopped Vlogmas at that time. Like right after I went to the hospital, I just kind of stopped Vlogmas. I was like, I have too much going on. I'm sad. The holidays aren't going the way I wanted them to. You guys know I like to do it up for my kids, do the most and all that. And I was just really trying, like getting by at each moment, just getting by with gifts, with the elf on the shelf, with all that. It was just sort of like I was just getting by. I just had to get it done and sort of be just okay with not going all out. And I even told myself, this is a 1-year thing. Like, give yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's totally fine if your kid, you know, you don't have some elaborate Christmas morning breakfast or whatever. I wasn't sad, like they didn't know I was sad, but deep down I was sad, but I was still like participating in the family time and all that. It's just that I wasn't like doing all the things, you know what I mean? So it was kind of a hard time for me, and that's when I kind of nixed Vlogmas or YouTube in general, because I was just not feeling it, you guys, like at all. So then I started the new year and I said, I'm just not gonna vlog right now. I have too much going on. I'm emotionally drained. I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know if I should continue trying this or continue to try to have another baby or not. Like, I don't know. It was just a lot going on. So January 20th comes. So my periods are usually, they were always on the 1st. Then when they moved, they went to the 20th. So I didn't have a period in January. So I was like, oh, okay. Took a pregnancy test. It was positive again. James and I, of course, were like, ugh, let's wait it out again. So we waited it out, and here we are. 15 weeks later. We kind of waited it out a little too long. But I was just really thinking, like, it's not going to work out. But today was my first appointment, and I got an ultrasound, and I heard the baby's heartbeat. It was the most beautiful thing in the world. I was so stressed out this morning. I didn't even want to go to the appointment. I had so much anxiety. I went into the office. It's like this, it's the same doctor who delivered Dane, Kyla, and Camila. And so just the feelings of being there and everything was just a lot. It was a lot to take in. But I met with my doctor. She's such a sweetheart, and I was like, yeah, we're old and we're doing this. This is our last hurrah. We're gonna be done after this. She couldn't even believe that I was there. I was like, I know it's so crazy, but I just couldn't. I needed one more. And she's like, no, yeah, you look the same. Everything's gonna be fine. And she was just so reassuring. And then to see the baby on the sonogram, like it was an external sonogram. I could see the baby's head, the baby's body. So the heart rate was 144. And honestly, she asked us boy or girl. And at that point I was like, I just wanted to be healthy. I just wanted to have a heartbeat and everything to be okay. Obviously, or not obviously, we did decide to do the genetic testing and all that through blood draw. That will take a week for us to get in. Hopefully, Lord willing, everything comes out okay with that. Obviously, we'll work through whatever issues there may be, but of course we are praying that everything comes back healthy. So within a week, I should know the gender of the baby, which is super exciting. But speaking of gender, so we told her, we don't care, but secretly, I mean, I'm kind of hoping for a boy. I haven't had a boy since Dane, and he's 13, and boys are pretty easy, so I'm like, that would be a really good, you know, easy last child. But the heart rate was 144, and so I kind of Googled it because I knew that there was like suspicions about gender and heart rate. And so if the heart rate is between 110 and 130, it's a boy, more than likely. But if the heart rate's between 140 and 160, it's a girl. So the heart rate was 144, so I don't know if I'm having another girl. We've kind of talked to Camila here and there, like, would you want another sibling or whatever? And she swears she only wants a girl. She's like, I want a sister so I can play with her and this and that. And I was like, what if you get a brother? And she was like, no, I don't want a brother. So I don't know. But other than that, we have not, like, the kids are completely do not know at all. They didn't even know we were trying. They don't even, like, it's going to be a complete shock to them. So I think everybody will be okay with it. I mean, my kids love each other. They love us. We've joked about it, like, oh, baby number 5, but it's always just been like a joke or whatever. James is calling me. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that was James. He needs to put air in my tire. What the heck? I have mascara right here. He needs to put air in my tire before I go get the girls. It is already time to go get the girls. So that was just a really quick synopsis of what has been going on with me. I do feel a lot better. I still need to talk to you guys. Look, that's my blood draw right there. I do still need to talk to you guys a little bit more about my first trimester and how insane it was. Like, it practically took me out. But let me get into the car and all that and get this air in my tire, and I will get back with you guys in a minute. All right, guys, I am back. I mean, I'm in the school pickup line. I don't remember what I left off on. But, oh yes, I was going to tell you guys about my first trimester. Gosh, and that's one of the main reasons I stopped vlogging. It's like I was not even myself, you guys. It completely took me out. Like, I was sleeping all the time. The house was a wreck. Like, I was getting nothing done. I was barely cooking dinners. You guys missed Cammie's birthday in January, Dane's birthday in February. You guys, I'm so sad that I didn't vlog Valentine's Day and New Year's and all that stuff that I normally do. I do have the footage from Christmas, like I filmed the entire Vlogmas, like all the days. I just didn't post them. So maybe I was thinking I'll do like a Christmas in July later, or I may just post them privately, like on the page, just to have them, because I have all the completed Vlogmases on my page. So that would be the only reason that I would like want to do that, unless you guys want to see it. I don't know, it's kind of like super late, so I don't know if you guys would want to see that or not. But anyways, so yeah, the last couple months have just been so freaking hard. I have barely been making it by, barely keeping up with things. Forget house projects, like nothing special. You should have seen the kids' Valentine's Day gifts. It was like literally a box of chocolate and a stuffed animal and like no decorations. Like, you guys know I normally like go all out, and it's just been a struggle. It's been very hard for me not to get down on myself, because you guys know I've always been like the type that does all the things and gets everything done. And this pretty much the whole half of the year, like after the kids got out of school in May, if you guys remember, I was working on the girls' room at our house. I never finished it, never did any other projects at the house. I never took this mascara off. So it's just been really, really hard for me, but I'm finally, like literally, I feel like as soon as I hit that second trimester, which I guess was about last week or so, as soon as I hit that mark, I just felt so much better. We had spring break, and then we went back to school, and when we went back to school, I was exhausted, but I think it was just because, thank you, they took my number. The girls are about to come in, so I'm gonna have to stop talking about this. But anyways, I was so exhausted because I think my sleep schedule was off. So this is the second week back since spring break, and all of us have been waking up better, feeling better. I just feel like We're back on track. I've actually been able to keep up with the house. I actually meal planned. I went to HEB. Like I finally got my nails done. You guys, I hadn't had my nails done since our Disney trip. I had just plain nails, like just naked nails. So I just ended up putting gel on my normal nails. My toes are this color too. I got a pedicure. I'm finally taking care of myself. I had my appointment today. Everything's good. So I'm just feeling so much better. So much better. So I figured I would come back because I miss it. As much as you guys miss me, I miss it. I miss having the memories there for us to look back on. Like I said, I felt bad that I missed the kids' birthdays and stuff like that. But yeah, so I am back. So okay, I'm sitting here editing that announcement video or whatever, and it's like current day. It's like May 13th or 12th or something like that. But anyways, I was going to add like Easter and Fiesta and all that into one video and then finally come back up to date. But it seems like that video, after I edited it, is really good to just be like an announcement video on its own. So I'm just gonna post that, and then the next video coming up will be our Easter and Fiesta and just catch up to current day, and then hopefully I'll be able to start regularly vlogging. Please bear with me. It may be a little all over the place. I'm just getting back into the groove, but I want to be like current and up to date, and I still have a lot of old footage. So I'm gonna try to slam that all into the next video, but I just wanted this video to just be like about the baby and the announcement. We do know the gender. I don't know if I put it in some of the other footage. If not, you can see it on my Instagram. It's a girl. I don't want to leave you hanging. But yeah, I don't know if I did like that in Easter. I think I told you guys on Easter. So those videos will be coming next. Then hopefully by the end of the week, we will be up to date and I can start either weekly vlogs or something like that. I really want to get back on track. So please bear with me, but I'm so glad to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.